Thanks. Thanks. Hello again. It's applauses for you, of course. I'm not deserved yet, but anyway, what we are going to do now, we have a small session, and I would like to believe this will be engaging and fascinating. But first of all, being in cafe, I think it could be good to occupy tables more compact. Therefore, what I would love to ask you, stand up if there are no complete table and somehow share those tables with colleagues just to have a more or less nice picture all around. Just join, please. Please join. Yeah, let's make a mess. Then first thing, in all respectable cafes, that respectable people are coming together. Therefore, all gentlemen and ladies became introduced each other. Therefore, please introduce each other. Yes, I like. Good. Therefore, the major objective of being together is collect and new knowledge and new ideas. And therefore, the format is a brainstorm format about a couple of questions. I'm coming back a bit later. And generally, World Cafe involves 7 principles. The major and the very beginning, I show you just on the top. This is a set context. It means that those questions which are very crucial for us today, and later on in a warm atmosphere, we explore those questions and come with fresh ideas, and each 20 minutes we change those tables and move around and get acquainted with the new people, share again ideas. And there are a few things, of course, very important. First are the questions, yeah. Therefore, I would like to deliberately change the first question a bit. Instead of, are we able to learn from others' mistakes? It can be a bit more wide. How are we able to learn from others' mistakes? And the second question, each group, each table will work on, as what does it mean to be successful? Particularly thinking about your field of involvement in industry. Therefore, what else? We have one technical issue. Each table should appoint one person who will not move and stay as the keeper of information. Please do this freely. Decide which person will stay at your table. Let's call who will be the laziest. You did it? Those tables who did, just raise hands. You did, and you found somebody? She don't do that. You found? Who is the lady? Yeah. What is the laziest person? You? You stay, and you? Nice choice. Those lazy people, or let's say the most important persons, are responsible to record good ideas. By the way, everybody can write down. There are papers and pens all around the desks. Please do this. And at the end of the day, the keepers, the people who stay there, they are responsible that good ideas are recorded. And by the way, those major people are also will be welcome to share these findings at the end of our session. There will be 3 rounds, each of 20 minutes. And after that, we expect few small feedback presentations. Are there questions around the format? No. Good. Therefore, I leave this visible and invite you to start our session. Please. Sooner or later it's coming. It's always so. Yeah, we finished. Dear friends, we finished our discussions, and what we like to do in the next dozen minutes, we would like to just invite those keepers who hold those recordings here on the stage and present their records. There are 2 questions. First is about problem, mistakes, and second is about success. Therefore, I decided to give floor for the first question 2 gentlemen or ladies from the side desks, side tables, therefore from yours and from this one. I invite those persons here in the front of the audience. Please take your notes, records, laptops, laboratories, and everything what you need. I give you a microphone, please, the second one, as well as from your desk. Guys. Yeah, please, welcome. And you are talking specifically about the first question about the mistakes. Then I will invite from remaining 3 desks other persons to talk about success. Of course, colleagues, raising your hand later on yourselves, as well as you might supplement to what's been said in front of you, and I encourage and welcome you. There are 2 beautiful ladies awaiting for these questions from the audience, but at the beginning the floor is given for dedicated experts who would like to share the common knowledge. Yes, microphone also. Please just
I wanted first to thank my table for unanimously electing me to be a speaker. The question was posed: how do we able to learn from others' mistakes? And the answer was sharing through personal experiences, and sharing your personal experiences as a form of a storytelling, and posing that in the form of a question rather than a statement, saying that this is my story, and what would you do if you were in my shoes under those circumstances? The impact and effect of the storytelling varies from culture to culture. The major consensus was that in certain cultures, for instance in the Asian cultures where the wisdom is worshipped and respected, the youngsters will be more readily willing to receive and accept your storytelling, as opposed to the Western cultures where the youth is more rebellious and, so to speak, they is youth-oriented, and hence the advice of the elders might not be of sort of an authority. Then, of course, on the smaller scale, in the certain companies, also the failure might not be an option. To overcome or to tackle these issues, there are 3 things we came up with. The first one was to develop partnership and cooperation amongst the peoples. On the second one is on the community level or company level itself, is to build the trust and on horizontal axis, as opposed to Putin doctrine, which was like vertical down, you build the trust on the horizontal axis, that is the everybody is a part of the company. And as a communication building strategy, a feedback should be on an ongoing basis. I guess I try to summarize the most efficiently what most people agreed on.
Okay, I propose to use a notebook for these purposes, but we prefer the paper. Okay. The first question was, what is mistake at all? And who is others, aliens? Yeah? Who is? And how we can learn to their mistakes. That's why we describe the mistake by some descriptions. For example, mistake is objective, subjective, okay, should be detected by somebody, and we should to understand how useful this mistake for decision of situation in which we are. How we can learn by others' mistakes. Others, okay. We can adopt to new experience. We can use mistakes as a case studies. That's why every mistake should be described as mistakes, and the method of decision, or maybe the method of exception of the mistake in our experience. That's all I think so.
Yeah, good. Now, please, audience, you might add to the first question something what's been not said, but you consider it as important issue. Please raise hand. Maria, you want to say something? Could you pass the microphone, please?
Thank you. So I will be keeper of the second question as well. But the first question from the first group already we started to discuss: shall we learn just from mistakes, or shall we learn as well from other successes, or from others' success? So that's what we would like to add. In fact, to be successful, we have to learn as well from other success.
Mm-hmm. More questions or comments, please? Is there someone? No. If not, then please applause to the speakers. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Leave this. We will stick later on to the walls. Leave on the desks. It's fine. It's fine. We will take care of it. Please, next 3 desk keepers, 3 table keepers, welcome to the stage. Mari as well as, yes, and Ismail, are you coming? Yeah, please. Therefore, your objective could be speak about the second question. What does it mean to be successful? I don't know who first, but lady first. Good.
So, thank you first of all to everyone who was sitting at my table and sharing with knowledge. So, first of all, I would like to say that internal perception and external perception of being successful, it's 2 different issues. And to be successful, it means to have courage, to make mistakes, to learn, and to have self-confidence in yourself. And of course, to have some good examples of mistakes.
Well, our opinion is we should learn by doing mistakes. We should notice other people's mistakes. Then success, it is individual evaluation. And it depends on the appreciation by others. Then we should be focused on aim. and we have a vision of future, then success is changing with age. People of different age evaluate success from their own point of view. Then what is the measure of success? What is the criterion? Then the so-called blue ocean strategy, we propose this. Then to avoid mistakes, people should be innovative and don't be afraid to share their own experience. Oh, thank you.
Again, thank you for group number 1 who elected me as keeper. and I enjoyed that with 3 other groups, and I monopolized all the flowmasters and paperwork, and in fact I think we are thinking very similar, probably expressing in slightly different words, but if speaking about success, it's a very subjective thing, and for one person success could be money, for other person success could be happiness or peace, and success also depends, so do we look on this on personal level or company level or society level? If on individual level, so it's okay that I have own criteria or own feeling, what do I mean, or own, so based on values, so I have own values, what does it mean success? Then in company or in society, it's important that we share these values among a group of people. And so that was main conclusion. So, and which leads back to success and as well back to learning. If we speak about company or society, it's important to have appreciation from others, that others see what you have done and appreciates how do you share your learning or appreciate your success. So back to learning. I think that's which comes first, which is first, chicken or egg, which is first passion for being successful or motivation to learn something. So we didn't answer the question, which comes first, which comes second.
Yeah, colleagues, you're welcome to compliment or add something to what's been said. Please raise your hand if somebody wants to say. Please. Yeah, could you pass microphone?
Jan had proposed about the notion of being successful, and we had a nice formula. But at the end, the notion is not a static thing; it does change over a period of time. We agree that it's in the eye of a beholder, but it's not static.
More comments, please.
Yes, I would like to add one comment. It's following what Marius has been saying about what success. It very much depends how I feel myself and how others been telling me I am successful or not. And I would like to remind what President Vaira Vike-Freiberg has been saying today, about these notions or principles what has been used in the past. And a lot of companies or societies has been using that approach of win-lose. I win, you lose. So if we would use or continue to use that approach, we would probably hardly, or people around would hardly feel successful, because even if a person will be successful, I don't have the willingness to tell that he is successful. If we would change the approach or philosophy and we would say that we would use win-win approach, so it means we start to respect each other, we start to trust each other. So then, the general success level would increase, because I would be glad to tell that, he is successful and he would feel more successful yourself. So I think it's more value-based thing, which is very important, in order to be successful.
Thanks a lot. More, please. Comments? Ideas? Yes, please. Could you wait a bit? There is a microphone. Everybody will hear then.
Actually, I'd like Marcis or Aigars to share, because they came up with, at least to my mind, closely to a perfect definition of what success might be. There was this balance thing. Would you? Yeah, because I think that was great.
Hold on a bit.
So we had a single sentence. It's like the success is the equilibrium between the tangible and non-tangible advancement in the eyes of individual. And as Martis said, that the barometer should be in the middle. That is, that should be an equal balance between tangible and non-tangible.
I always said he's guru. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Therefore, please applause to our keepers.